Hey YouTube, TB back with you again, and today I'd like to talk about something that's pretty important when you go, day hiking, especially if you go backpacking and you're pretty much far away from civilization. But even on a day hike, something that can come in very, very handy in your, either your 3-day bag or your big, huge backpack. Works both in every situation, depending on the size or the length of your trip, but that is a tool. And if you stick with me after the intro, I'll show you what I got. Okay guys, what I carry, everyone knows what it is. It's a multi-tool. This is a very inexpensive multi-tool. You can pay $60, $80 for a multi-tool if you want to, and get a Leatherman or one of those more expensive ones. I actually bought this one at the local hardware store, and I think I paid $19 for it, and it works great. Excuse me. I carry one in each of my 3-day packs. And if I'm going to put on my big backpack, then I'm going to transfer one of them to always have in my backpack with me. But the cool thing is first of all, you've got a pair of pliers, which can come in very handy if you need to tighten a nut or anything on any equipment that you may have with you. Then that comes in very handy, or if you need to work on your stove or something. First thing you have is about a 3-inch knife blade. That can come in really handy. And then you've got a Phillips screwdriver, and you've got a small flathead screwdriver, very small. And but they're tools that all come in handy. Then over here on the side, you've got a file, which can help you out if you're having problems with equipment. And it also is a larger flathead screwdriver. So all those tools can come in really handy if you're out on a day trip, 2-day trip, 3-day trip, or a week trip. Then on the other side over here, you have a saw, which is very small, but if you actually needed a small saw, I don't need a small one. I carry either my Corona or I've got my Agawa Canyon. So I've got plenty of saws with me no matter where I go. So it's pretty rare that I would probably ever use this unless I was working on something really small and delicate. And then also on this other side, you've got another flathead screwdriver over here, and a little bit of a kind of a mini bottle opener, I would call it. And then you've actually got a nice little you got a bottle opener, which would work very well, and also has a sharp point on it, so you can use that as a punch if you have to. And then the last thing in here is just a straight up can opener, and this is kind of similar to the old British can openers, where you take it and punch it into the can on the edge, and then you just work your way around the can, and that opens it up pretty well. They're not the sharpest in the world, but they do work very well, but it's got a nice point on it. So anyway, they call these a multi-tool for a reason, because they have multi-uses. And you fold it up, fits in a little pouch in your pack, and works great. Like I said, I paid $19 for this one. I've used it a lot when I've needed it, which is hopefully not very often, but if you need it and you don't have it, then you could be in a little bit of trouble. So it's always nice to have a good multi-tool with you. They come in really handy if you have to fix something, repair something, tighten the valve on your stove or something because it's spurting out gas and leaking a little bit or something. So multi-tools come in really handy. They're cheap. You don't have to spend $60 or $80 on a multi-tool. You can get bigger ones. You can get, some of them that have like, 12, 14 different blades and all this other stuff. I've learned over the years that, this little $19 model works just great for me. I've got 2 or 3 of these, and got them in all my 3-day assault bags. And like I said, if I'm going to put on my big backpack and go out in in the wilderness, then I'm going to take my one that has the most accessories built into it, and I'm going to put that on my big backpack and head out on the trail. But anyway, I want to share that with you guys. It's an important little tip, and can be a very important tool to have with you if you're out backpacking and something's not working right, or you need to punch a hole in something. You can use the punch for that, even like a belt or something like that, and it comes in really handy. So anyway, I just want to share that with you guys. It's something I believe in wholeheartedly and always carry with me if I'm out on the trail anywhere, even locally around here. So anyway, I appreciate you guys watching. Thanks for joining me, and click like, click subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next video.